Ah, hello everyone. I Hello everyone. I am making a quick live video. I haven't done one in a long time, and I want to get a new movement going. Like a lot of us, we are tired of hearing about our black women and children being killed by people that they thought they could trust. And they thought that had enough sense to just walk away. If we're not getting along, just walk away. And our children are being um, brainwashed to think that they don't have to listen to us. And that they are so addicted to overstimulation with these like games and social media that they will actually go into violence mode when you take their little gadgets away. And I was just talking to my kids. I'm like, when y'all didn't have that social media stuff till y'all got into high school. Now you see kids in the strollers with phones, tablets. Now it's a something to keep the kids occupied. Now come on, you don't need that. How many years we raised kids without that? I'm not going to say it was hard. I'm just going to say that it was a good time to raise kids, because you was able to raise your kids, not letting something on the tablet or the TV or phone raise your kids. Because anything that is on electronic is not always the best thing to do. And I'm going to say this right now. And I know it's difficult. I know it's going to be difficult to hear. But for these young mothers, you're going to have to be serious about raising kids now. And the best thing to do is, as soon as you find out you're pregnant, you need to get rid of that television. I mean, it's some good things on the TV, because I have learned a lot. I look at a lot of nature shows, a lot of history shows, okay? But that's me. But right now, if you're going to have a TV in your home with your kids, you need to have that TV talk hidden in your room somewhere. And you will see the difference. And you will thank yourself in the end. You know, you can only do so much to hide stuff from your kids these days, because as soon as they leave the house, everything's out there. It's nothing hidden. They done took everything out the closet. They done brought everything from out the basement. It's all out there. That's why we have to pay attention to what our kids is doing, and they have to pay attention to what we're doing. And this movement, enough is enough. It is a movement that is going to be personal, private, and definitely funded by us. Never. If you want to have anything be successful, you will not let the government get involved. Because they will One administration will fund you, then the next administration would want to take the money back, and then gonna want to investigate you, then gonna want to know your business. Yeah. Whenever you're dealing with the government, they want to be all in your business. That's what the government is, to be in your business, to control you. Now, I looked at this poll. Black women murdered by men are almost killed by someone that they had a relationship with. Yes. And we are the post-pandemic domestic violence rates remain elevated. Now, I remember, we thought it was, kind of funny, but it wasn't. During the pandemic, you would hear about all these domestic violence news going on because people was literally stuck in their house with their partner and with their children. And that pandemic really showed us how weak, pathetic, and selfish we are, and unprepared for a disaster. A disaster. And it also gave us an indication of what we would do with money. You see how many black people, I'm referring to black people in this segment, that are now on their way going to jail because of fraud in the PPP loans. And also, what did they do with that stimulation check? They didn't build no businesses. They didn't pay off no debts. They made Elon Musk and Amazon Musk and all these other online stores rich. And I'm guilty of it too. Oh, we had fun spending that money. Oh, honey. They said wine sales went up 100%. Yes. Yes. And that's why every time they start talking about reparations, because I remember too when Katrina, and they was giving these people cards to spend. They said they keeping a record of everything you bought with these cards. They was buying Gucci, Prada, Michael Kors. Oh, they was selling the cars like food stamps. I mean, really, and we hollering about reparations. And all we gonna do is give the money right back to them. Now, like I was saying about this movement, enough is enough. This movement is going to move things, people, in the right direction. We're going to be fighting on all fronts. It's a big fight ahead. And we're losing too many of our young, beautiful, gifted black women. They're not killing these gangsters. They're not out here killing these gang bangers. They are killing our doctors and lawyers and teachers and nurses. good mothers, business owners. And we're not teaching our girls that, for one thing, stop giving these folks second chances. You don't get no second chances with me. What is the point? Because evidently you wasn't raised right. Evidently your brain ain't working right. So I ain't got time to fix it. And you ain't trying to fix it. So why am I going to give you another chance? We have to slow our road. We got to start as a child, staying in the child's place. We have to make sure our kids are focusing on the right thing, finishing school, getting your career going, meeting someone that you know are going to treat you right, someone that you know that was raised right. Because see, that's another thing. We get into relationships and don't know these people's family, don't know their history. And why are you getting involved with somebody with 17 felonies? Really, one felony. You're asking for trouble. And we have to learn how to conduct ourselves. Like the story says, if you want a king, you have to act like a queen. We can't be out here, and we have to learn too that these men, I don't know what they're doing to our men, but they're not very strong-minded. And you can't talk to them any kind of way. We should always talk to our men, and just like our parents, respectfully. And we should never, try to embarrass them in front of their friends or family. And we should always be aware of what's going on. Because a lot of times, these people get hurt trying to leave the person. You don't try to leave somebody. If you see that it's not working, it's not going to work, just leave. And it's really a shame that we have lost so many black women and so many kids just in the last 30 days because of domestic violence. Because do you see now that these men are not only killing you, they're killing your children. And the world that we living in right now, there's no time for second chances. Because just like what happened at that Islamic school. These was teens. So you see right now that we are dealing with young, old, in between killers. I mean, we have to be always on guard. We have to learn how to defend ourselves, and we have to learn how to prevent this stuff from happening. Now, it's a lot of things that can't be prevented. And we have to get on here and talk about this. That's why this movement is so important. We need to rally among one another to help one another. Because we should never ever have to feel like we don't have nobody. We should never have to feel that way. And we're going to have to get these women stronger in their conviction to live their life. Because these men and women do not have no right to take your life, because they feel like it's going to give them some kind of gratification, or they're going to really hurt you if they do something to your children. No, that is not that should never ever 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 happen. That they're going to do something to us. We have to do something to them first, because we deserve to live. And I do believe that some of these young women feel like it's hopeless. I don't know. I don't know, because I do not condone violence, but sometimes violence is needed. We live in a violent world. You see how many of our children are killed every day by violence. You can't get around it. Only thing you can do is prepare for it. Now, before I get off of here, I just want to talk a little bit about enough is enough movement. Because we need to know that we're not going to take it anymore. We are putting the solutions in our own hands. We are putting this situation in our own hands, because we can't rely on the government. Now, it really hurts my heart when I hear about a woman just went out and took out a restraining order. That restraining order ain't nothing but a piece of paper. And the government is not trying to help you, because when a woman takes out a restraining order, that means that she is fearing for her life. Why she don't have a bodyguard? Why she's not under protection? Because they don't give a damn. The police is like after the fact. They can't arrest you till after you did the deed, according to their standards. A woman or a man or whoever it is that is facing violence from their partner or children should have some kind of protection. Not just a piece of paper that says, oh, if you come in this many feet, you're going to jail. That's dumb as hell. In this movement, we're going to take matters into our own hands. We are the daughters of warriors, the granddaughters of revolution, and the mothers of tomorrow. We are the women who refuse silence, who refuse erasure. No, they don't have no right to erase you. Can you imagine what these kids feel They have to live with every day knowing that their father killed their mother, sometimes even in front of them. Can you realize that? And then sometimes these kids have to go to people that treat them bad. They don't have their best interests at heart. Because the father in jail, the mother's dead. It's sad. And something needs to be done about it. We are the Enough is Enough movement. We rise not because it is easy, but because it is necessary. We stand shoulder to shoulder. African queens, sisters, mothers, daughters, lifting one another with the kind of love that shakes systems. And that's what we are here to do. We are going to shake up systems. We are going to put in systems that are going to work for us. You're not going to put us in this general election. No, this is geared towards us, fighting for us. Our power is not granted, it is claimed. Our unity is not symbolic, it's strategic. Our rebellion is not chaos, it is clarity. We create, we organize, we educate, and we transform. And that's what we're doing. Because we are going to start now helping our children and these young ones that are going to become parents and lifelong partners. We're going to gather us together. And we're going to figure this out in a strategic way. And we are going to eliminate domestic violence. Now, I know you don't hear people saying that. Because remember when that Black Lives Matter movement came about? How many people done been killed by the police? And they're acolytes. No. We're not going to ask the government to help us. We're not trying to get rich like they did with the BLM. You go in the store and you see all these Black Lives Matter earrings, necklaces, shirts, all that. Protesting. Every time a police kill a unarmed black man or something, they out there protesting. I'm like, why are they not protesting when one of these black women get killed by their husband or boyfriend? So this is going to be totally different, and we are going to make it work. It is going to work because we're going to be serious. We ain't playing. We're going to organize. We're going to be we're going to be something they never seen before. Okay? Because when we put stuff in our own hands, you better watch out. Because we ain't scared. And I know right now a lot of people is too much focus on what's going on with this administration. They're talking about voting rights. I'm like, voting. They've been messing with the Voting Rights Act since it was implemented in the 60s. But instead of us worrying about that. We should have been worrying about having something to vote for and people to vote for that is going to fight for us. As soon as these people get in office, they're not fighting for us. Okay? Who are they fighting for? For themselves to stay in office. The Black Caucus. Now they trying to get rid of these, and the only reason why they doing it is because they can. Now you got people out there that is fighting against it, which they should. That's what they get paid to do. But we as people, you need more people out there telling the truth. Stop saying stuff that won't piss the white folks off. Okay? Stop being scared. We got an idiot in office right now that can say whatever he want to say. We're going to have to start talking the truth. Telling the truth. We need to start telling our young ones, y'all need to start saving your money and get the hell out of this country because it's going down. And they trying to put your kids back out in the fields. They've been working on that for like the last 40 years. Okay? And us dummies was just like, partying, having a good time. Oh, yeah. Yeah, now half of our black businesses are closing up. When I was growing up, 16, 17 years old, man, they had bars, a whole street full of bars, restaurants, clothing stores. Now, they have them everywhere. It just ain't the same. Your mom pops. We had the corner stores. Now, who has the corner stores? So ain't us. They own the gas stations now. Now you see them in Burger King. You know why? Because us black folks think we're too good. Don't know how to act. Don't have work ethics. Because we wasn't brought up to have work ethics. We are destroying ourselves from within. But I'm telling you right now, the enough is enough movement is going to put an end to all that. Okay? Now, it was a thing, a black, strong black woman. That ain't no more. That ain't no more. But it's coming back. So, let me know. Join. Send me an email to liveforthefuturenow. And that's what we have to do. We have to start living for the future. Because our kids deserve it. Our kids need us to be strong black women. Thank you.